We all have our opinions. That's why Nintendo made Splatfests in Splatoon, so that you can give your opinion and fight for it. But I wonder if you could find the objective answer to most of the Splatfests, meaning if you remove opinion and personal preference, which side is best then? And is such a thing even possible to figure out? Well, I know just the guy to pick a bone with. He's got some strong points to make. Also, he loves making people upset. It's Maxel, who lives in cyberspace. See you there.
Whoa, new look, new me, right?
Yeah.
People are going to hate it exclusively because it's different, which is exactly what I want.
Okay, whatever. Let's go through the American Splatfests Inkopolis news style and figure out which side wins fully objectively.
Oh, this should be fun. Should upset some whiners.
First up, cats and dogs.
Okay. Well, first things first, I hate dogs, so cats win all the way. Yes, I know we just finished discussing what objective means, but I feel like I needed to say that first. It's just something about dogs and bones.
Well, okay, sure. I'll have to keep that in mind. I mean, I also really love cats and prefer them 1,000,000 to 1, but this Splatfest put forth the question of cats or dogs, which do you like better? Now, while that question is inherently non-objective, we're gonna try hard to figure out which one.
Yeah, so listen up, okay?
Yes, thank you, Maxwell. We're gonna go fast, so buckle up.
Okay, first up, dogs win hands down, both objectively and in Splatoon popularity. Although it seems those cat lovers are pretty good at video games, since they have no social lives.
Well, yes, dogs are the better animal. Here are a few quick facts about dogs that mathematically mean they are the better animal. Cats may have a better kill rate than dogs, domestic cats that is, but that's ruining the ecosystem, which sucks. Also, dogs are still better. Dogs are technically more intelligent than cats, and that's not to say that your dog is a genius, but dogs possess more gray matter and neurons than cats.
Yeah, even if you look at it based off of brain ratio to body mass, dogs win. And oh boy, can those stupid dogs sniff you out even if you bury yourself in the ground.
Well, yes. Dogs also boast the much, much higher sense of smell, over 6 times better than cats. They also have better hearing and better taste than cats. More than half of their senses are better than cats. Also, dogs were much more historically important to humanity.
Yeah, Attila didn't take over the world with a bunch of pussies.
So dogs seem to be the winner. On to the next Splatfest.
Entertainment. I never understood why you humans like to fill your bodies with fight-or-flight chemicals. You thrill-seekers confuse me. This next Splatfest was between water slides and roller coasters, with water slides winning.
Well, they both have their benefits. Roller coasters seem to boast a good amount of reasons for winning, including but not limited to mind-bending motions, full gravity-defying loops, insane speed, and a better amount of security and lower risk while enjoying the ride. While water slides are quite a bit slower, but they do hit just the right spot during those summer heat waves. However, they lack many of the qualities that roller coasters have, and have a lot more fatalities.
Oh, and you don't need skin to appreciate a roller coaster. But the lines for water slides are always faster.
Oh yeah, true. Well, minus the skin thing, that's subjective.
No, it's not just my experiences. My friends all say the same thing.
Axel, you don't have friends.
Yeah, and you can thank the freaking water slides for that! Roller coasters win.
Well, next up is Marshmallow versus hot dogs in the context of roasting over a fire.
Okay, well this one's pretty easy, it's Marshmallow.
Oh, I was actually thinking it was hot dog. I mean, think of it nutritionally. Hot dogs are so much better than marshmallows. I mean, still junk of course, but at least not worthless. They also fill you up more after a day of playing in the woods while camping.
But marshmallows are so much more fun to roast. You can pretend it's the world and watch it all burn and turn brown. Too much CO2 in its atmosphere, turning it into a mush. And once they're fully aflame, you could throw them at your friends to freak them out.
You still don't have friends.
It's hypothetical.
More like hypothetical.
Oh.
But I mean, you could do that with a hot dog too. And it's more nutritional to your body. So I'm gonna say hot dog wins. Taste and texture and fun are subjective. Hot dogs are just better for your body, so objectively better.
Alright, switching gears here. Next up is Autobots or Decepticons, and, wow. More of you Splatoon players are edgy nonconformists than I thought. Decepticons won.
Oh, weird. Well, let's think about this one. The race of alien robots that wants to save the world where you, the human, lives, or the race that wants to destroy the Earth and kill you for the benefit of their own world?
Yeah, pretty easy, Decepticons.
No, Maxel, Autobots. You just want humans to die.
Aha! You got me. Nothing slips past that old noggin of yours. Ha ha ha.
So, objectively, for the sake of humanity, Autobots are better.
But isn't that just subjective to all of humanity? Are you not but ants to the universe?
Moving on, art versus science.
Oh boy. Better just skip ahead, boys and girls. Lockstin here is gonna give us a spiel.
Hey, what do you mean, spiel? Fine, I'll keep my objective facts to myself, but essentially, this question is a loaded one. You see, science is an art. And what is art? It is the science of life. Well, actually, biology is the science of life, but you get the meaning. I mean, science is art, but art is a science.
Ah! Kill me now, please. Shoot me in the face. Come on!
No, remember, you're here forever. The results from Splatoon was art in both categories. One of the first to win in both points. I guess a game that's super colorful and vibrant and about painting ink attracts more artsy people.
Okay, cars versus planes. Yeah, these are getting easier. I mean, it's planes. Way more efficient in terms of time saved and fuel economy for the planet.
That's true, but you have to factor in cost, and of course convenience. Cars can go pretty much anywhere, but commercial airliners can only go to airports big enough to take them in. But I will agree on this. Planes. Not only because of the above, but also because they are a technological marvel and have brought the whole world much closer together.
Next is ninjas versus pirates, because it's 2004 again, and I already know the answer.
Oh, please go ahead. I already know the answer too.
Pirates.
Yep. It seems the Splatoon player base is pretty informed when it comes to ninjas, as Pirates won. You see, ninjas, or at least the ones you think of, never really existed. It's all anime and movie magic. Most real ninjas were farmers wearing a mask that would walk up and stab someone in the dark. Almost all of them died nameless. Bested by a spear.
Plus, pirates still roam the seas, and hey, even the internet nowadays. Plus, there are hundreds of notable pirates. And I always have loved how they rep skeletons right. Terrors of the world.
So pirates are gonna take this one.
Most ninja lovers are 600 pounds anyway. Likely from all the pizza and burgers they're always stuffing down their gullets. Which is the next Splatfest.
Ha! Well, it's not that big of a question. Pizza. Even though the Splatfest came to burgers winning, people have a tendency to be wrong. You see, everything can be a pizza. Heck, you could be a pizza. You could have a pizza that tastes like a burger. And pizza is much easier to share or just make it into a nice personal meal in pre-sliced slices. Also, pizza has many more uses than burgers. I've never heard of a dessert burger, but dessert pizza is totally a thing. Not to mention pizza sales are rising more and more, and burgers are still dipping across the globe. And nutritionally, pizza wins too on the average. There's no doubt about pizza being objectively better.
So, the next Splatfest was naughty or nice. That's really stupid. It's more or less a poll about if the players themselves were naughty or nice that year. Man, these guys were a pretty self-critical bunch. Naughty one, that's not a good thing. That means you suck.
That means you also suck, Maxwell.
Yeah.
Well, then I mean, objectively, it's better to be nice because you'll get more gifts for Christmas. Or a squidmas, as it were. Also, obviously.
The next Splatfest posed a question. Would you want to be sent somewhere in the past or the future? And well, newsflash, both kinda suck unless you're a skeleton.
That's right. Even though past won the Splatfest, I feel like both are terrible options. However, based off of facts, future would be slightly less terrible, thus the objective answer. You see, if you were to go into the past, you would bring back you and all of your tiny inside buddies, the bacteria. They aren't as altruistic as you. As time has gone on, bacteria have all been advancing, but so have our immune systems. But this means that if you went into the past, you would be bringing back what to the people living then are essentially super viruses that could easily decimate the world.
The Black Plague was caused by a time traveler. I've met him.
Now on the flip side, if you were to go into the future, you would surely succumb to some sort of stronger virus than what your body is used to fighting, probably ending in death for you. So the question here is, death to the entire world, or the death of you? Again, future wins this one. Plus, hey, who knows? Maybe they could save you with their super special science powers in the future. On the flip side, it's not like dinosaurs or knights could help you fight off smallpox.
Oh boy, why'd they have to put a freaking Pokemon game versus in this stupid game? Great! Now we're gonna have to listen to Lockstin go on about each game way in depth.
Well, we are a Pokemon-centric channel now, so it's only right. But I'll keep it quick. The only differences that matter are the exclusive Pokemon. If you take all 6 final evolutions and make a team out of them, the team you will get out of blue is better than the team you get out of red. More type coverage, less weaknesses, etc. Notably, what happened in Splatoon is red won popularity because Charizard's on the box, but blue won with skill because people with skill know this kind of stuff.
Okay. So now here's one that we all know. It's comparing 2 things that are incredibly similar. Snowmen and sandcastles.
Those aren't easy at all.
I know! It's sarcasm if you couldn't tell.
Oh.
I mean, who came up with that? Of course sandcastle is superior. You don't have to have gloves or warm coats to build it. Heck, you can do it in shorts or even normal everyday clothes. Plus, you can just build sandcastles in your own backyard, in a sandbox.
But I mean, don't you need tools like shovels and stuff for a sandcastle? You don't need those for a snowman, you just need your hands.
And snow. Oh, and don't forget the carrot and the coal. I mean, who even still has coal anymore? Let alone has coal and is willing to waste it on a stupid 2-hour statue.
You do have a point. And you can find sand just about anywhere. It's pretty hard to have snow in the rainforest.
I'm just glad the Splatfest saw our ways and was in favor of sandcastles.
Okay, so what's next on the list?
Let me see now. How did they get the licensing for these shows? Next up is SpongeBob and Patrick.
Huh. Weird. I mean, the objective choice is SpongeBob, as without him, there is no show. But personally, I do really enjoy Patrick and the stupid side characters in most shows. Something about slapstick comedy still really gets me to laugh. I think in the Splatfest, SpongeBob won only because they played better.
Okay. So the next one's pretty funny because you have no experience with either of them. Costume party or fancy party. Though I guess being someone who hasn't gone to either, you are more able to be objective about it.
Hey, I went to parties, just cool ones you weren't invited to. You wouldn't know them.
Uh-huh. Sure. Well, obviously, both are rather different. You can have your costume party, where you can be pretty casual and not really have to wear anything uncomfortable. However, depending on your costume, it could be a real inconvenience.
That's true. Plus, everyone looks good in a suit. Not everyone looks good in a hot dog costume. So, pro-con. Pros of costumes is that they're fun and cool to design your own look. Con, it costs quite a bit of time and money to make or buy your own costume.
Fancy pants party pros, you know what's going down there. There aren't going to be any surprise, crazy bobbing for apples while upside down tied to a pig type activities.
Ooh, that sounded pretty personal. Care to share the story?
Hypothetical again.
Alright, well, the cons. Suits and dresses are pretty costly and uncomfortable to wear for a long period of time. Also, the social requirements needed for fancy parties is pretty steep. Objectively, though, I believe fancy is better, as the outcome of the evening is much more rewarding. You could be getting in better with your partner's parents, or perhaps your boss, or potential future boss, or perhaps a business partner, while a costume party would just lead to you having a bit too much spiked candy corn punch. And you wind up hating yourself the next morning.
You really have never been to a party, man. The hell is candy corn punch? Good lord.
Shut up, it's all I could think of.
Well, lame parties aside, we're on to our last few Splatfests, and thank God, these have been pretty hard.
Yeah, objective is pretty hard to work on because we all have our own opinions. But the next category is pretty straightforward. Night Owl versus Early Bird.
I mean Night Owl all the way. That's what we both are, right? Clearly we're objectively superior.
I'd have to argue. They do say the early bird gets the worm.
But the worm that sleeps in lives to see another day.
Ooh, that's a good one. But think of the health benefits of waking up early. They are pretty astronomical.
But let's not forget about all the things that night owls are.
That is true. On average, late risers are more intelligent and productive, but they do have a huge con, as they also suffer from more depression in some form compared to early risers. Other pros and cons for night owls are that they seem to be able to focus longer on tasks than early birds, but they also suffer from the world not really being fully functional at the times that they're normally awake. Most night owls find that not all stores are 24 hours. Thankfully, that's kind of changing, but man, is it the worst when you have a doctor's appointment and 7 a.m. is the only time that was available. But you normally sleep in till 1 p.m., so you're so tired and sleep deprived that they think your blood pressure's a mess and everything's wrong with you, but really it's because you didn't sleep the night before? Because the appointment's so early!
Okay. Some pros for early birds are as follows. They are the most active immediately, not needing to slowly wake up like night owls. However, this means that they never really get a boost in energy later on. They experience a slow spiral descent into sleepy tiredness. But they also are more proactive in anticipating problems for the next day or morning. Also, early birds technically need more sleep for a healthy lifestyle.
Oh, that's pretty interesting. I also know that waking up early is overall healthier. I mean, if you wake up at 5, there's not so much to do that early, so you're statistically more likely going to spend that time exercising. Also, they don't suffer from depression nearly as much as night owls.
Huh. So objectively speaking, early bird is better for personally being healthy.
And on the other side of that coin, it's better for society and mankind as a whole for more people to be productive night owls. So I guess we'll let you figure that one out for yourself.
Oh, now thank God, last one. I'm super done with this list thing.
Cali or Marie? Well, I'm just gonna have to say that this was the hardest of all of these to objectively find the winner. The fans obviously chose Marie as the winner in a 2-0 vote, but is that entirely objectively correct? Well, ugh. They are pretty equal in stats and life achievements. However, in some research we found that Marie is cross-dominant, or ambidextrous, as she is seen writing with both of her left and right hands.
Is that really all you could come up with? That you can write with both hands? Come on, man. They're two completely different people.
I know, that's the scary part. They both are pretty much equal. They both won the folk singing contest, they both worked bad dead-end jobs, they both became super famous rich pop stars, they both left the fancy life to work on their solo careers. I mean, the list goes on. The only other difference is that they like different guns. Cali liking the roller while Marie liking the charger. Two very different and non-comparative weapons. So really, this is what it comes down to. Being ambidextrous. Having one extra skill that the other doesn't seem to have.
Ugh. I guess I'll accept that since it means I can be done with this video.
Alrighty. So, viewer, were there any things that were objectively different in your eyes? Did we miss something or get one fully wrong? Let us know down below in the comments, and hey, I'll see you next time in the next video.
And I guess that means you're gonna drag me into that one too.
Yeah. Only if this one does well though, so who knows.
Whatever you do, viewer, don't share this video, or like it, or dislike it, or comment. Those all boost the video, so stop it. Please! I'm so done with Splatoon! I'm so done with everything! I lost my body for this!
And until next time, never stop using your noggin.